Hey guys, another reaction to Kevin Samuels video. Fine, attractive, sensational, pretty, middle-aged woman from Houston. I'm gonna break this reaction down. This was this one I wanted to hit hard because this hitting all black women. Get the nails done, got careers, got everything. Feel like they got everything, but now realizing in the game, hey, I missed the train. I missed what I really wanted, and now I'm trying to get it in my 40s. It's too late. My late 30s and your 40s is pretty much it's really shook because you got to change up a lot of your behaviors, and you're too late in the game. That's where it's saying high value man. Kerry was talking about that. Well, he said that was his platform, but then it was the average man, like the average man out there, and women that's been powering through corporate America really don't want an average man, and you need someone to like break it down. That's why I believe one of the reasons he got so hot so fast was like wow, because of his platform, and he was just reset, level setting black women, women in general, because they have white women on there, Hispanic women, all women in general, just to see, show you who you were, where you at in your mind, because nobody really gave y'all a mirror, because nobody wanted that was trying to get what they needed, wasn't really trying to show you the truth. And this was provocative, attractive towards that brought people towards Kevin Samuel because he was real. Without further, let's just get into this real quick. This is a great one. I'm gonna react to this one. Check it out.
How are you? I'm well. What you got for me?
I'm 38.
Mm-hmm.
I
So, what do
am.
you have for me?
I wanted you to assess what you thought my value was because I do date. I just
Okay.
got back on the market, and I prefer high value men,
Well, I'm not
older
really doing
men at
ratings,
that.
but I can give you an idea. I can give
Say
you an
that
idea,
again.
but I'm saying I'm really not doing ratings, but I can give you a general idea.
Okay, let's go.
How tall are you?
I'm 5'7",
Dress size.
4,
How much did you weigh last time you weighed yourself?
130. It was like 136.
Okay. Any children?
Yes,
How many?
1,
Age and gender.
9, female. I got a girl,
Okay.
baby girl.
Okay. And you were married to their father? Her father?
I wasn't.
Okay. Hard truth. I even said it earlier on Instagram, so if you go back, you'll see it. A kid knocks 2 points off of every woman.
Okay.
Two. So
Okay.
let's say if you're a 10 and you have a kid, you drop to an 8. If you're a 9, you drop to a 7.
Okay.
Um,
Ladies, did you get that right there? Look at her reaction. She don't get it. She kind of got it quick, but like her, I would say she was in our world, in the African black world. I'll say she was an 8. She's a smooth 6.5, 7. No, we don't do 7. I'm gonna stay on his platform. We're gonna do. Uh, she's a smooth. She's a smooth 6, late 6. So what they mean? A baby's dropped her down to a 4. This black woman is not seeing herself as no 4 on a 1 to 10 scale, off top. So she ain't even seeing it right now. She smelt it, but she didn't really see it how it really is. You are in a 4 when it comes to high value men with a child. What that means is the high value man, he want a girl, a woman that's in her age point, uh, that has no kids, her 5'7", 125 pounds, not 135. That's 10 more pounds off. Fresh womb, no children, less age. Cause she's basically where he's at right now in his lifetime. He's 35 or 40, 45 right there, 35 to 45. Now he's trying to start his life off, and he's looking for a woman because he got the bag now. That's what the women are doing. It's like she got her bag now. Now she want a high value man. It don't work that way. You're the man now, and she don't understand that. And as we go through this video, you're gonna see it because I previously watched this video. You're gonna see her recognition of what Kevin Samuels is trying to talk to her about. He's coming more smoother, but I'm gonna break it down further. And this is the first point. So let's start off. She's really black Would you say she's a 6, 7? We're gonna do a 7, so we'll say she's a 6. You know she's not an 8 when it comes to black women. She's not a 9 or 10. We'll say she's a smooth 6. Right up, average, a little bit above average. You know what I mean? She's right in that space. But now with the baby, it knocks her down to a 4. So she's low average, below average. But she don't see herself that way when it comes to the high value man. What his whole setup is made, his whole platform made up. When you look at the high value man, and that's what she's trying to place, where she will be ideal, where she'll be on the scale of getting a high value man. No, baby, you got to come over here where we at. Come on back to the average dude. Come on back over to the average black man. Let's continue.
Because it's that big of a deal. Are you looking to get married?
I am.
Okay. Are you 38?
Yeah.
Are you
I turned
looking to have
39
any
in
more
February.
children? Okay, you're looking to have any more children?
It depends. It depends on my mate. I do date older men, so if he ends up being a certain age, then I'm gonna opt out of that. But I would like to have another child. I would like for my child to have siblings.
Okay.
Stop right there. Boom. I'm gonna break this thing all the way down. I want this to get around. Right there. You see where her head is? Ideally, I would, if this man was that older man and he's a high value, and I get the high value man, but I want one, her best scenario. This is what you heard what she said. Look at her tight lips. I stopped right here. Her best scenario, she's gonna get one more kid. Now we just established that a 35 to 45-year-old man, and she's 38, gonna be 39. A 35 to 45-year-old man that's an engineer, top level, doctor, lawyer, that's making his money now, making his bones, right? Now he want to look for a woman. He's looking for that 25 to the 20, actually 22 to 32, let's say in that ballpark, that ain't got no kids, that's ready, that's kept herself together, no kids, no really major stress, because she's looking for a husband. Stayed on the market. If she wants the later ages from that 28 to 33, because she's going to, that's the danger zone, going to the danger zone, but she's still fresh, so he can knock out some babies. I'm sorry to say it this way, but this is America. Knock out a baby, 1 and 2 years, another one in another 2 years. Now she dropped that baby fast. She pops back because she's still young and strong and viral. If she more on the younger side, 21, 22, 23, then he can do that. He can knock that baby out. One more, one, two. By the time she's 27, she got 3 babies for him. Now she's all in. Now they're raising the babies. She raising her children. He got the house, got the big picket fence, the home, the cars, the transportation, because he's taking care of his family, his legacy now. This lady just said one child. This is the average. If you talk to the average 35-year-old or 40-year-old woman, she gonna be like, no more kids or one kid. And you can tell she's adamant. Look at her face. She's adamant about one kid. So think about a high value man that's over 6 figures. What do you think he wants? What I just previously stated. She's not in that ballpark. She's already saying what she wants. So she's already out the high value bracket because she's trying to tell what that man should get from her and what she wants, and it doesn't work here in the relationship world, in the sexual place market. It doesn't work that way. Let's continue on.
Just maybe one.
See?
Okay, so and the thing is, when you put this high, and you're like a CPA or something.
No, I work for a public accounting firm. I'm in advisory. I've been in corporate finance for 16 years.
Okay, so automatically, what starts to complicate things is when women start talking about high value men tend to you don't tend to become high value until you're 35 or 40 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Then they want babies.
Right.
And you already got your baby.
But I got one.
Again, you got one, but logistically, take you out of it.
Yes.
You know that if a man is has had to wait and delay gratification, he's going to want to have more than one kid. He's going to want to have 3.
Mm-hmm.
I'm an only child. I tell men don't do one. Two is so. Three is
Okay.
not in the repertoire. So
It's
you're
not.
looking for an extremely specialized, high value guy. You're looking for a guy who wants one kid, and it's all right with being a stepfather.
Mm-hmm.
What
Yes.
state are you in?
I'm in Houston, Texas.
Oh, geez, yeah, and Houston is loaded with finesse niggas.
I
Woo!
know, man.
Uh,
That's the reality of women looking for men in big major cities like that because guys are running game a lot down in Big Houston. I've been in Houston many times. Guys running game.
I gotta ask, why high value? Why does he need to make that
Well,
much
well,
money?
well. It's not even about. It's about a well-rounded man that's been groomed properly. First of all, I've been in corporate finance for a long time. Then where I'm
Tiff,
going, where I'm
Tiff,
going,
you got to tell me that it comes down to this. If you got married, it's
he has
coming
to be
down to
able to
money.
match my fly at least
And then what's that?
mentally.
But what's the income though?
Where's my income?
Give me a range. Don't give me specifics.
We in the six figures. We doing well. We doing well, and I was doing well as an entrepreneur.
And do you care if he's black or not?
I don't care if he's black or not. I prefer
But
me a
still, it's
good
two
black man,
percent.
but
Is your child? Is
I
your
don't,
father?
I don't.
Is your child's father black?
Yes, he is.
All right. So it will matter because it will matter because
Yeah,
tend to be so 8% of black men earn more than six figures. And you want him to match your fly. And because here's what it comes down to. If I
yeah.
gave you, uh, um, call him James, actually call him Kenneth, and you and
No,
Kenneth
my
was,
daddy named Kenneth.
all
Please
right,
don't
well,
do it.
call him Thomas. I don't know. You and
Okay, shit. All
Thomas,
right.
you and Thomas is doing fine. And Thomas is making 60, he's a master plumber and he gets $60 an hour, but he's really making 65, $70,000 a year. He's in the top 15% of black men. But you and Thomas decide to get serious and you want to get a home. And you're going to get a home based upon his income? No, you're going to want a home based upon your income and your lifestyle and his income. But then it comes down to this. Let's just say the mortgage is $2,500.
Okay.
You were paying 1,700 of that, and he'd be paying eight. Every bill that came down, you'd be paying two-thirds of it, and he's paying a third of it. Everything, everything, every gallon of gas you bought, you paying two-thirds, and he's paying a third. Every gallon of gas in his car, you paying two-thirds, he's paying the third. And this is where the shit you see her take the drink.
He keeping it real. See, she's thinking now. She's gonna play it off when he come back on. I want to catch it right there where she's says the difference. Like I know a lot of black women. Not I'm not saying it's a small sample size. I'm doing a tiny sample size. Women all over the country. I move around the country. And they a lot of them think the same way when it comes to that the munions, the money. They don't want a man that's not making no money off rip. They say they want a partner, like she said she want a husband. Let's go with the on the West Coast they call it partner, and all the country call it partner. But they want to get a husband, they want to have their partner, they want to make more money. It don't work that way. If the man is coming in making what he make, he's making what he's making, and he's comfortable with what he's making. You can't change that man. You can change you and set up to what he's doing. That's the average man. But you want a high value man, whole different ball game. You not she's not built for the high to the average high value man because, like Kevin said, he gonna want multiple kids. She don't want to do that. So right there is conflict at the beginning. So that's not gonna work. Let's call it what it is. It's not gonna work. The high value man is already like you said delayed gratification. He's not looking for the. He ain't gonna talk to you. He ain't gonna waste his time. He gonna smile, be polite and respectful, and he gonna move to smooth. First, he gonna take the loan. This thing has been 5 minutes. bro. Look at the 6 minutes, and I'm pausing, and I paused once before this. He's not gonna give you that much of his time because his time is so valuable. He's gonna be respectful and move on. You probably see high value men all the time, but they already can read right away. They keep it moving, they keep it pushing because they're looking for what they're looking for. So let's get it out of here. He said you looking for she's looking for an extraordinary high value man. Let's look looking for a man around in my age bracket, 55, that don't want a bunch of kids, maybe want one. But then she got to be sophisticated on a whole different level for that high value man. He's still gonna want you to give him one more kid, and he gonna want that woman between now. He gonna want that woman between 27 and 33, 34, right in there, because he want to still be able to pump out that kid and get herself back to where she's at least. He's a high value, so he still. I talk to older men. He still wants that woman not to get overweight because he's catching her at the end of the days. We're talking about a woman right now that's trying to find a high value man, an extraordinary high value man. She wants that man. So that 55-year-old man is gonna want some things that the average man is don't really care about. And she still gotta perform at a high level to get where he's at. Because he already know what he has to offer. He don't have to play games, he don't have to sidestep, he don't have to waste his time. It's like when you look at a high value man, you're talking to a judge that's very skillful, that's very knowledgeable, that's very wise, mature, and a high thinker. Not an average thinker, a high thinker, like Solomon in the Bible. That's what you're coming into his court, a high value man. Because to get where he's at, he's very experienced and skillful. This is not just white collar. This is what you're trying to get to. So he already know what he's looking for, and he's not playing games. A younger high value man versus a higher, extraordinary, unique high value man maybe lost his wife, and now he still thought about, man, I wanted more kids. Maybe he wanted one more kid to take him to his twilight years. This is the other way you got to look at that too. So that's where she's not looking at. Now, if she don't get out the high value and get back down to standard, the general man, she don't want that because now you'll be at her level. Like I said, when you achieve something and you making six figures, you're gonna have to pay more of the overall budget. And women say they will, but when it comes down to it, that's not true. My sample size that I study with, especially black women, is not true. It is not true. They're not gonna pay three-fourths of everything because they had a bigger budget. They get tired of it quickly. They'll try to do it for a while, even the mature, smooth ones. But after a while, they'll be, nah, you got to do more, buddy. He's not going to do more. He's comfortable where he's at. He's a middle class man that makes us $65,000 a year. You're making 100 something thousand dollars a year. He is not making that. That's just the way it is. Together, y'all making almost 165 or close to $200,000 a year with your salary. But that's it, and you'll be paying most of everything. Let's continue on. She don't like that. Look at that face. It's crazy.
Niggas got tight. She's like, oh shit, I
Look,
can't
this
have
ain't
that.
nothing but some tea. I ain't playing with you. I'm
But the
listening
thing
now.
is, it gets real there because it is hard for women to really think about splitting their money like that with a man.
It's not so much difficult for me to think about it exactly because I think about the opportunity for us to become accredited investors now.
See, it's very hard to think about it. It is hard to do it. It's you could think about it, but doing this is a whole different world. Look how she's changing up now. She's going to go into a whole spiel about changing up. Watch this, about how to build him up, take him to another level, and all this other stuff. Watch this change.
That's why I think about the threshold. Okay. So there are several things I'm thinking about. And then I know strategy. So I could take a plumber and have him have an entire business because that's the way that my mind works. And so I would make that work
Your
for
mind.
us.
Put your penis up.
Let it soak in.
Somebody laughing.
You see what you just did?
I just
You see what you just did?
see how
I gave you a man who's out doing just fine on his own, and you got to go make him earn one and be like you. That ain't gonna work, boo.
It's not. So
Because you're gonna
Kelly,
emasculate the hell out of him. Because it's gonna be like, well, now.
See, I'm sorry for stopping, guys. See, look at that facial expression on her. I want you to catch it. She's going to all the memories, all the men she's tried. You can look and tell she's sharp. She's smart. She's sharp. She probably dated so many dudes and realized quickly, like, this ain't my time. She's a high achiever, high motivated, high entrepreneur, 16 years. She's a strategist. So that means she's got a quick mind, sharp. She knows how to strategize. She's a planner. She got the game. And look, she's going back and look again. Look at her face. She shook her head. Now look at her eyes closed. She's going back all the memories, all the dudes that came before this conversation, and she remembering like, dang, what a waste of time, and knowing how to fit she felt. This is the this is why it's called the danger zone. This is why it's called you waited too late, baby. I just want y'all to feel this moment. Look at her. She said, because she went with all them dudes that tried, and she knows it's a waste of time because she was not going to bow down to none of that. So this is what she's dealing with. Look at the face. Watch the sound. Here we go.
I've been, Thomas, you've been a plumber for 20 years and you just happy, yeah. But now she got me trying to have a truck and this and that going over here and that. Well, why? Well, because she's used to Birkin bags.
See?
You know, she thinks we can become accredited investors. And what's that gonna be like sitting up in the bed on Sunday when Thomas wants to sleep in? Hey, you know, you should get up and start that website. We can do this, we can do that.
now you see why I say somebody got to be on the same frequency as me, somebody that enjoys preparing and
But you're
creating
on a
the
masculine
next.
frequency.
Oh, okay.
You're not on the right, you're on a masculine frequency.
Okay.
So if you want somebody on that, okay, are you all right being one of five?
Oh, I already had this scenario, and I didn't like that.
Well, then.
There you go, guys. I'm stopping. I'm gonna let it play for a while after this, but I want to hit. This is the foundation I'm trying to hit with this message. I found. See how she said she already had that. You already run the masculine. And I told you she's already been in corporate America. She already did all this. She didn't ran the gamut, guys. She didn't ran the gamut. Look at her eyes. She didn't show all kind of expressions. She didn't seen all this before. Now, how can you humble? How can a woman like this humble down to a man that's making $60,000 a year? Think about that. What I'm just saying. How can a woman on this level humble down and be with a man for the next 40 years of her, the rest of her life? Do she want that? I, what I just seen so far, I think she'll be caged. She won't be. She's trading all this world and life experience she done had, and now she's trying to be humbled down to a wife role with a man that's making a third, 40%, 40%, 50% of what she's making. 50% of what she's making. How do you do that? I don't think she can handle that. And she said it already. I have him do this. I have him do that. I have him do. No, that's what you don't have. The man has been doing it for 20 years. A plumber. He's happy. He's content. He's content to live his life, and that's the problem. You're on two different wavelengths. You way up here on a high value wavelength, moving in financially speaking, and you want to come down to the middle class and deal with that. Worlds apart. It'll crush. I believe it'll crush her. Or she got to have maturity enough to go through that process and to become. But I think all in front of her forehead, all that little hair up there will become great. It will be great just to be able to go through the change, the metamorphosis, the going through the butterfly, the caterpillar to a butterfly effect. She had to go through a lot of changes, and I don't think she's built that way because she already been built. She got to be broken up again to go to become a housewife. And as you've seen her face expression, everything, she can't do that. That's why I say I'm with Kevin saying when his concept of danger zone, she's there, sweetheart. She's there, and it's where a lot of black women or a lot of women in general are there are in the danger zone, and he's revealing it. I'm just giving you more insight of it just by reacting to this video. I hope that makes sense.
Are you all right with letting Thomas just be? You're not going to accept Thomas.
Why does Thomas have to be my scenario though when I'm surrounded by men that are like engineers and
Because they
you
don't
know
want baby
how
mamas.
Get that? You talking about
I
high?
like
can
40
get
years old,
it. Hmm.
because they want somebody to give them, because an engineer like myself who had to work to make up, I want 3 of my own kids and I don't be paying for yours.
But
Because
I've
every
been
dollar I
paying
put
for
in,
mine.
yeah, every
Guys, I want to pause this for you right now. I'm going to get back into the video. I want to catch these moments because he didn't break them down. This is a priceless moment. She said she's been around engineering, all these people. That's right. Remember, she said to 15, 16 years in entrepreneur, strategy, financial advisory. So she's around all these high value men. The sad thing, guys, I've been around this in women like this too. That's what I'm saying. My sample size, it hurt my heart because I could look at the woman and tell, ain't no man none of us in here want you. We all gonna respect you as a professional, but as a personal relationship, none of us would date you. As a one night out of town in Las Vegas or Hawaii or whatever conference trip for the business, we'll go down to Miami or Tampa or somewhere. We'll sit down there, go to the cigar lounge and have a cigar, have some cognac, vibe on some jazz, check you. We see you as one of the one of the community members, and then we're gonna get up and go to the strip club, or we're gonna go to downtown and hang out when we look at some women. We don't want you around us at all because it hurts because you're looked at as one of the fellows. So we slowly break up, go back to the hotel, and we meet back up at midnight, 11:30, and then we go to what we're gonna do as men. The sad thing is, it hurts when you see the women like that. They trap themselves and they become executive partners. They take care of the CEO, the CFO, and their whole life around our schedule. And it hurts your heart because you know they're not going to have no other man that wants them because they're making 100,000 or something in their salary, and they like that lifestyle. And time is moving on, and they trap themselves. They're trapped, and that's the hurt. And they can't see it to realities like this situation get put in their face. And a lot of us in corporate America is sad. I was in there many times, and you see these people. It hurts when you see them because you could extrapolate the future out for them. Not exactly, but you can see what it as relationship wise. Let's go.
every dollar I put in your kid's mouth is a dollar I'm not putting in my kid's mouth.
But is there an
Listen,
opportunity?
listen, listen. Let's take it away from you because it gets too personal.
Okay.
How was your child? How was this? How was a single mother's child an asset to another man? Come on, accountant.
Only in the legacy that she lives and leaves.
But she's not an asset to me because there's no DNA tied to me. She's 9 years old.
Absolutely.
I am putting into, I am, that man would be putting into your baby daddy's legacy. I would just be
Understood.
paying it. That's a bad
Understood.
investment.
Ooh.
It's your investment, but I've been a stepfather. I can't go get the money back that I put into my stepson.
But
That's gone. And all
well,
the dollars I put into that, even
ooh,
though it was there, I have to accept the fact that it didn't go into my daughter's mouth.
right.
Because as stepfathers, you have no legal claim. And how many stepchildren, how many times do you see somebody stepping up to get the ticket an award and they want to say, I thank my stepdaddy? They always thank their stepmama and their mother. And man, you know how this goes. So your ambition.
There's a demand for skilled tax.
It's going on. It's going down. What she don't realize is a lot of the what's going on is a lot of this happening, and they don't want to recognize that men deal with a lot of this behavior in relationships.
Much, and you waited too long to have a lot of opportunities in this area.
That's true. I agree with you on
So
that.
why did you wait this long?
I was really focused on entrepreneurship, like during my 20s. Um, I really enjoyed my career, and I honestly did not take dating seriously. I was really dating for fun because I was really more so focused on my career.
So you
Look at that face I caught it right here that you see. That's your reality, sweetheart. That is your reality right there. That's what I'm trying to tell you on that spiel I gave you earlier about when I see these women like her. That's how we feel about them. But as men, our sense of sensibility has a pain in there because that's how we look at her eye. That's how we feeling her because we seeing that's where she's going into. You settled, baby. You're there now. And let's go back to the stepfather scene. I want to touch on that too. The stepfather is not a deal. See, today I listen to a lot of black women, a lot of women, not black women, but women in general. They talking about, well, my stepfather, you're looking from a past generation. I'm gonna clarify. Today's generation, whole different ball game. Past generation ain't the same as today. You watch people graduate from high school, sports, like Kevin said, they give all the credit to their mom. My mom's a single mom, she raised me. But this Mr. Charlie's been there for 12 years of your life as a stepfather with your mama. They ain't married, but he been raised you, giving her money, paying the rents when you don't even know about it, gas, paying for your insurance, your pads, your football pads, and all this other stuff. Coming to the games, picking you up at your practices at a certain time when she couldn't get to you because her job. You forget all about that. This is the role of a play stepfather or a real stepfather through marriage or a play stepfather. Doesn't matter. Marriage or step. We talk about in the community. We've seen both. They have no. I tell any man, do not become a stepfather. It's a non-thinkless job. It's a non-thankless job. It's none. You can if it's beneficial for you, but there's no benefit for your stepfather. All the benefit goes to the stepmother. I mean to the mother and that dad. You get none out the deal. Always pick something that's gonna benefit you. Stay out there. That's a dumb man sport. A stepfather is cool if it's in the right scenario, but 99% of the time it's not. So don't even play that game, man. Just get a woman to have your own kids. And that's it. Stay out that stepfather role play. It's a sucker's fate. But let's continue on watching this. That go. Remember that look. Remember that look in her eyes. This is reality setting in. She realized she wasted her time. She gave you three scenarios. She was out to her career. She was having fun. She was just dating dudes, and she wasn't serious. Now she coming to her late 30s. Now she's serious. It's too late, sweetheart. Sorry.
And the
married.
only time I took it seriously was after I was forced to settle down, which by having my daughter at 30. And then it was like, okay, well, now I understand the value of
Right. And
partnership.
so and when I do this broadcast next week and I explain to black women how they bought into this dream more than anybody else,
I agree
basically,
with you on that.
and unfortunately I can't undo that because you can't get those years back.
Right.
You will focus on your career. Okay.
Nothing wrong with that.
But that's how our parents advised us, honestly.
That's what they
Even
were
my
sold.
daddy advised me like that.
Well, but the thing is, I'm not gonna look.
But I feel
Like I
what you're
said,
saying.
the problem is that non-black women in your position don't look at their men with contempt.
I agree.
I can you I have and have had clients who make far more money than their male counterparts, their husbands, and they are submissive. And they're not trying to get their husbands to become copies of them.
Maybe it's because I associate blue collar work with, and this is my own fallacy, and I apologize to anybody that may feel slighted by this statement, but I'm just being transparent. Like maybe I associate blue collar work with not being well traveled, intellectual,
Where have you
not
traveled
being a.
to?
I'm sorry.
Where have you traveled to?
I've been to the Philippines, Japan. There's several places I haven't been, but I've been a few places overseas. I've been, of course, a lot of places domestically. Um, I have a bucket list though. I know of places I would like to go. There are places I plan on going in 2021 also with my daughter, to start helping her
So who's her
understand the
father?
world.
Is her father a high value man?
Um, he does well for himself. He is an entrepreneur.
Hmm?
Yep. I don't want to go into too much detail,
Well,
but
here's
he's
the
not
thing.
living a
Okay.
lifestyle
So
that's in
here's the.
alignment with mine.
All right. So you put yourself in a position because,
I know.
like I said last night, your income and your education do not matter
Right.
to the kind of men. They don't matter. And that's what you're judging men on, and and the guys who are actually effectively around what could work for you, you think they're beneath you.
I don't think they beneath me. I just
Well,
oh, I just
don't think
try
they're
to.
beneath you. Your money or your education doesn't make you high value. They're
Right.
just not. What you didn't say is if you met a guy who was in the top 15% of earners of black men, you didn't say, "Oh, I would be happy and be thankful I got someone who'd be willing to step in and be a stepfather to my daughter and would be willing to take on the liability of another man's responsibility." And
We didn't get to that part yet.
but no, but because we didn't get to that because you automatically said that you would try to get him to make more money and do other things other than realizing
I see
that
what you're saying.
he is giving you one of the biggest gifts of all. He is accepting your lack of giving him children and taking on somebody else. You should be washing his feet with your hair.
Okay. Okay. So out of the eligible men that are
Hey
available to
man,
me right now and
yeah,
dating me right now, you saying that I should just be thrilled that these men are into me the way that they are?
I'm not saying I don't know the eligible men that you're dating. I'm saying that if a man who's talking about like Thomas, a man who's in the top 15% of earners of black men and
Okay.
is willing to step in and marry you, that puts you in the one out of 4 black women that will ever marry in their lifetime. You should treat him like a king for the fact that he's willing to do that, in addition to the fact that you have a child by another man that he has to pay for.
I agree with you.
And ask him how many children would you like to have with your wife? Probably going to be more than one, but he's going to accept one from you. And he has to raise one that you already have. He's the one that will be sacrificing a lot. So instead of trying to get him to do anything else, you should be, honestly, it's like, oh, thank you. Because see, what used to happen when women used to have children out of wedlock,
Yeah,
you were a pariah. No one wanted you. In
I
China,
understand.
and you've been overseas, try this shit in Japan. Try it in Korea. You know what they call you over there? Women who are unmarried over age 27 are called leftover women. Leftovers.
Mm.
But women who have children out of wedlock are pariahs.
Mm.
And we used to do that in this country, but we've made it okay to where you can even go sit up in a church with a child. To where you just think a man should accept it and be like, it's no big deal because I can take care of my daughter. But understand, you got a daughter, right?
I did.
All right.
I do have a daughter.
So let's just say change his name to whatever. Let's change his name to something sexy like Boaz. You marry Boaz, and Boaz is matching your flow. Boaz is a $110,000 insurance salesperson.
Okay.
All right, he's doing his thing. Woo! You and Boaz got Boaz Jr. And then your daughter turns 14, 15 years old. You and Boaz were married 5 years. And then one day you come home and your daughter's in tears and say, "What's wrong, baby?" "Boaz touched me." Boaz is dead. Everything that Boaz, you ain't gonna. First thing you're gonna do is fuck Boaz, fuck my kid, fuck everything else. What you do to my daughter, you got to deal with your ex husband or your baby daddy, because she gonna tell his daddy. Boaz has to being a stepfather to a daughter in the Me Too generation is asking for a lot of problems.
Trust me, which is why when she was born, I literally said, I ain't dating. I said, fuck it. I said, I'm going to wait till she 18. But
Well,
now I would like a companion. So
I know what you would like now, but the thing is, you have to ask yourself, what am I asking a man to do for me?
okay.
See, you ladies are good at saying what you want. And what I'm good at doing is asking you what the kind of men you want. But then when you have a child, much less a daughter,
The AI coding agent showdown. The first scenario we're testing for.
Sorry, guys. I'm sorry, guys. We'll get back to that. Let's get back up. Sorry about that. Loss. We'll get back to where we was at. You know, she's starting to realize what he's talking about now and where he's coming to. So she didn't think before.
I would just be
Understood.
paying it.
You know,
That's a bad
Understood.
investment.
Ooh,
she really realizing.
for
And
sure.
so, and when I do this broadcast next week, and I explain to black women how they bought into this dream more than anybody else.
I agree.
I have had clients who make far more money than their male counterparts, their
Then
husbands,
I'm trying to find out where
and
we
they are
left off.
submissive.
I'm trying to find out. I'm trying to get where we left off at. He's talking about the letting you know about step when you get a man. She's smooth. I like her style. She's understanding. She's still like the rest, the average, but she's understanding more where he's coming from and can relate. Like being a stepfather is not. You're getting a blessing, not him. And you got to really think about it. Open your brain and think about it.
As parent, like maybe I associate blue collar work with not being
See,
well traveled.
that's that part. Remember, that's the
Into
mother.
that's in
Here's a
alignment with mine.
What she's saying, what he was saying is about he's trying to get her to understand like you're not giving him. I mean, you're benefiting from him by selling him for you.
man on, and and the guys who are actually effectively around what could work for you, you think they're beneath you.
I don't think they beneath me.
Well,
I just
don't think
try
they're
to
beneath you. Your money or your education doesn't make you high value. They're
right.
just not. What you didn't say is if you met a guy who was in the top 15% of earners of black men, you didn't say, "Oh, I would be happy and be thankful I got someone who'd be willing to step in and be a stepfather to my daughter and would be willing to take on the liability of another man's responsibility." And
We didn't get to that part yet.
but no, but because we didn't get to that because you automatically said that you would try to get him to make more money and do other things other than realizing
I see
that
what you're saying.
he is giving you one of the biggest gifts of all. He is accepting your lack of giving him children and taking on somebody else. You should be washing his feet with your hair.
Okay. Okay. So out of the eligible,
She's looking at that so much. We're getting back to where we was at last time, guys. She's looking at he is darn on. She don't like it, but she realized like yeah, you're not the catch. He's the catch. And this is some of the first time that black women and women in general, especially Western women, realize like it's the man, the foundation. You don't think like men. Men don't think like women. Man is about taking care of the family and giving. See, your money is going to be your money. If she had nobody else to raise her daughter her daughter gonna be asking for money and money and money. She'll eventually give it to her because she's stacked up with money now. But then she'll live a confused life because she's still a woman. She still wants things for her to protect her old situation over her daughter. A man is going to protect the house first, the family. So we think differently than women think, for the most part. Not all, but for the most part, men think family first. It's just built in us. And woman thinks comfort first. Man think creating comfort. Woman think getting comfort first. So this is a great. Look at her mind, look at her eyes. She's looking up and thinking about what he's saying. It benefits a man because he coming in and taking care of your child, possibly gonna get one child. He's still gotta feed that child, and he still got, especially girls, he still got an opportunity. So many threats that come his way with being the child. He got to be observant around that child all the time because it ain't his. And that child has to get older and get in their teenage years. They can start tripping in teenage. Kids teenage start acting up, natural. So you know how that child can behave. He don't know the background of the father or the mother. He's just getting to know you. So it's a lot of things risk he's taking in, and that you're not considering at all.
Eligible men that um are available to
Amen.
me right now and
Yeah,
dating me right now, you saying that I should just be thrilled that these men are into me the way that they are?
I'm not saying I don't know the eligible men that you're dating. I'm saying that if a man who's talking about, like Thomas, a man who's in the top 15% of earners of black men and
Okay.
is willing to step in and marry you, that puts you in the one out of 4 black women that will ever marry in their lifetime. You should treat him like a king for the fact that he's willing to do that, in addition to the fact that you have a child by another man that he has to pay for.
And women don't get that. That's what I was trying to get to. This is what I was trying to get to. I want to hit that home real good. Right now the ratio is 70%, 75% of women will never get married in the world, in America. Black women will never get married. Only 25% just get married. 25 to 30% to get married. Somewhere in that's the stats. One, they get married in the black community. So if he come into your life and he marries you and become a stepfather and marries you, he just raised you up to the highest level of Black American society. You just became a wife again. You don't, you don't see the value of that, and he's breaking it down so you can see the value of that. He's taking so many risks, but what about her? What about her? She already has a made up family. She already have a child. She can live her life out lonely and take care of kids and still run through date men and play the game, play the merry-go-round of love and move on from there and age out. You know, but that's if you're looking for um 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 uh, a husband, if you're looking for you guys think about high value, you gotta understand your level of high value. What is your level to high value versus the average man, and then what the average man is like a high value in his own way because what he has to offer is you. But you're looking up for the high value instead of looking at the average man is still high value to where you're at.
I agree with you.
And ask him how many children would you like to have with your wife? Probably going to be more than one, but he's going to accept one from you. And he has to raise one that you already have.
I don't know about you, but I'm mad.
Did that make sense? This man gonna raise another person's child. Does this make sense to you guys? And I think she'll
The
understand that.
one that will be sacrificing a lot. So instead of trying to get him to do anything else, you should be, honestly, it's like, oh, thank you. Because see, what used to happen when women used to have children out of wedlock,
Yeah,
Shame.
you were a pariah. No one wanted you. In
I
China,
understand.
in China, and you've been overseas, try this shit in Japan. Try it in Korea. You know what they call you over there?
Leftovers.
Women who are unmarried over age 27 are called leftover women. Woo! You and Boaz got Boaz Jr. And then your daughter turns 14, 15 years old. You and Boaz were married 5 years. And then one day you come home and your daughter's in tears and say, "What's wrong, baby?" "Boaz touched me." Boaz is dead. Everything that Boaz, you ain't gonna, first thing you're gonna do is fuck Boaz, fuck my kid, fuck everything else. What you do to my daughter, you gotta deal with your ex-husband or your baby daddy, because she gonna tell his daddy. Boaz has being a stepfather to a daughter in the Me Too generation is asking for a lot of problems.
Trust me, which is why when she was born, I literally said, I ain't dating. I said, fuck it. I said, I'm going to wait till she 18. But
Well,
now I would like a companion. So
I know what you would like now, but the thing is, you have to ask yourself, what am I asking a man to do for me?
okay.
See, you ladies are good at saying what you want. And what I'm good at doing is asking you what the kind of men you want. But then when you have a child, much less a daughter, you asking a man, I mean, you know how this happens. I mean, if she says something, it's guilty until proven innocent.
Trust
Now,
me.
remember what I said, you and Boaz had a child, Boaz Jr. Wouldn't matter. Boaz Jr. is there. Now, Boaz Jr. got to see how his mom has turned on his mom for his stepsister. Think that he going to like his stepsister? And God forbid she was just doing it just to be malicious. Because, you know, how many times kids, will call CPS, children use stuff. Man, all these things are in a man's mind. This is why
I understand.
we have gotten to the point to where you should not marry before you have children. And if you have a child, you should marry the child's father because you guys have the investment. This is why I say it's all liability for a man. All liability.
Understood.
So I get what you want. I do. But like I know, you want a man on a certain kind of income level, and I don't know if you got enough there to make somebody who has those kind of options pick. He only gets one kid.
They've been choosing me though.
Choose me for what?
Well, for one, listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. Can I be for real?
Yeah.
When I talk to other men about the option of women, I can be honest with you. A lot of women can be beautiful, but they lack substance.
All right.
That's one of my pluses.
Choosing you for what though? Choosing you for what?
Right now, since I've been on the dating scene, they choosing me to date and date with a purpose. We date with a purpose.
No. Tell me, choosing. See, this is what I talk about. Women will take the mistake that a man will choose you or deal with you as if that means he was going to marry you. No. I'm talking about a man chooses you when he's willing to drop to one knee and present a ring of significant carriage in public.
Agree. That's why I'm single till I'm married.
But you didn't say that, sweetheart. You was talking all this. I knew men, and that's the problem with women. And I'll tell you my sample size. You just sit back and you listen to the women talk. They'll tell you the truth. They say you let a person talk long enough, he or she will tell you the truth. Or you just talking to guys that's dating. They're not trying to get married. These guys, they didn't read you like you're trying to read them, or you read them, and it's a big hoopla. It ain't nothing serious. These guys are not thinking about you, baby, like that. They're thinking about mm, what they can get out the deal. Period. They'll say whatever they can say to find out what they get out the deal. You know that. We all know that we're all adults. Without further, let's continue on. They're not dropping to one knee and presenting a ring to marry you at all. All the stuff you tell them about what they say is right now you're not married. You're looking to get married. That means everything they said was they just said to get to what the goal they wanted. And quite often, not all, you probably let them get to their goal. That's why you're standing so strong on, oh, well, men told me this. They, because they told you to get to their goal, period, bottom line, not to marry you. And you realize that.
So men will choose you because you're an attractive single mother who has sexual desires. They're like, well, shit, let's go. Let's get it in. Let's do what we do. Let's talk. Let's talk this. Talk all this. Let's talk that.
We
Now
ain't
bend over.
just come
I
on
didn't
now.
say you
All
were.
the,
I
you
didn't.
ain't
Hold
got to
on. Hold
be
on. Hold on, ma'am. I
intimate
did
with
not say that. I
everybody.
did not say that.
It's a lot of comments down there.
I'm not worried about the comments. I'm talking to you.
Okay, come on, Kevin.
You looking at comments. I'm talking to you.
All right, I was
I'm
multitasking.
saying that you're a healthy woman. Yes, you can have a great time with the man, but it is going to be difficult to find a high value man because that's what you want, a man who's making a certain kind. It would be your daughter's 9. She wouldn't be out of the house until 18. It's 9 years. You'd be 47. Only 8% of black men make that kind of money. I'm sorry. And y'all aren't happy with regular guys. I don't. And this thing
No,
is,
I'm not saying that I'm not. I'm just saying that
we know.
there's a
I know, but it's not your first choice. And if you did get him,
You already spelled out, sure to spell it out both sides. She don't want an average dude. She gonna try to change the average dude. So you don't want the average dude. You want a high value man. You don't want to get a high value man want what he wants. This is the danger zone. So he's not gonna give you. So you have to find an extraordinary high value man. That's why I brought up the 55-year-old man that wants one, probably one more kid, and live out his years out, and with a beautiful woman that's in the middle age. See, 5 years he'd be 60. Let's say you 35, 40, you be 40 some years old. You still 15 years younger than him. And so as you aging up, he's aging, and it's working out beautifully for an extraordinary, classy gentleman. So this is this is the problem we have. So Kevin Samuel's right. You're not looking for that. Let's finish on. This is interesting.
you feel like you were settling. And when you're not on YouTube and people on Instagram, people are watching, you and I know the truth. We know the truth. That it's not something you'd be proud of. It ain't like you be running out to people tell, oh, I'm so proud of my guy who's a plumber. Oh, I just love his plumbing ass to death. Come on, that's not
I
it. That's not
would listen if I choose him. Trust and
okay.
believe
Okay.
it will be for a reason.
Of course. But
Many reasons.
then this is some of the problems of having dating with children. And
I agree.
because you have the child, you have grown accustomed to how you have to move. But every movement, every sacrifice you make, you have a child that is yours for the rest of your life. So it's all investment. You get a return. Somebody who's outside of you has no return. It's all it's all expense. Investment, men have an expense. And as a smart financial person, what are one of the things you want to do?
Lower your
Minimize what?
risk.
Minimize
Minimize your
expense.
risk.
Minimize your risk. Minimize your expenses. So
I
there we
agree
go.
with you.
I'm
So
sorry, but that's what it goes down to. So
so
I don't know what's wrong with you and your ex, but that'd be your best bet.
that's not my best bet, but I will, however, reevaluate my options and consider guys. Like, it's not about the salary thing, but I just need to consider guys that maybe there are cultured men that don't make six figures.
I mean, cultured. What do you mean cultured?
Like, I like a
Where are you
man that is
from?
well
Where are you
read.
from?
I'm from Houston, Texas. Most city where the girls are pretty.
I lived in Houston for 6 years. What do you mean by cultured? Why is that so
I like
important to me?
it is important to me because, for one,
I quit a six-figure career to follow my God.
Yeah, this is she's a little in the dream world, and that's part of it. But it's okay. She can be there.
to enjoy different things with the person. Art, music. I like to be able to go to different museums. I'm the type of person I could
Did you
sit
do that
around.
with your ex? Did you do it with your child's father?
Yeah, some of those things. Yeah.
But
Couple of
but
those
that's
things.
not some, but that it wasn't the nature of your relationship.
No, it wasn't. And the nature of our relationship was a friendship.
So a man that you reproduce with did not have to romance you and do all this other kind of stuff. But then a man who only is going to be a stepfather has to deliver more.
That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying.
But that's what I'm hearing.
In my history of dating, men have romanced me. I've enjoyed that.
I mean, I'm
That
not saying
wasn't
romance. I'm talking about the culture and this and that. He didn't have to do all that.
He did a few of those things, yeah.
A few.
We connected on a level that I would appreciate. Actually, was consistent in other men. It wasn't consistent with him.
But
He was.
what I'm saying
He
is,
was at a place in his life where
okay,
he wasn't
but the thing
mature.
the thing is, you said you want somebody who's cultured,
Mm-hmm.
and your BD wasn't cultured.
No, he was. He was
Not
he
to
was educated.
Okay, was he cultured to the level that you're talking about?
I would say for the most part, there wasn't anything that we couldn't talk about. So I would have to say, yeah, he was real educated, intellectual. I mean, he was a guy that I liked and I enjoyed being around. So I would say yes. And I actually date those kind of guys now.
You can't set your standard higher than your BD.
Well, I would say this. When you find
any woman can't.
You know, she been watching Kevin Samuels. She know where he was going. If you go back a couple minutes back, she smirked before he started going there, so she know where he was going. Look at her face where I caught her at. She's ready. She's ready to be defensive, not for a baby daddy, for what she's looking for. She's a strategist. Remember, she said she was a financial advisor and strategist. So she already know her angle. She's trying to keep her best face first. No, her baby daddy wasn't the level what she's looking for. He didn't offer none of that because you start off saying, I want a guy to do this. Well, your baby daddy didn't do that. You never mentioned it no time along the way. You never gave that, well, my baby dad was like this. He just didn't make enough money. You said he was an entrepreneur too. So now you're not telling the truth, ma'am. You're not telling the full truth. You might tell partial truth and you're trying to color it up to make it look some way. But the truth is, your baby is not on the level what you're looking for because you would be with your baby daddy. You notice what he's going to say. So let's continue. But I want to put that out there. You can see her navigating, her trying to put everything in focus the way she wants it. But that's not the reality.
Well, Kevin, at some point you have to, right? So as you date, as you evolve, the level of or your standards change over time.
Okay, no. See, this is where you ladies get confused.
Why? Because
listen.
Okay.
Here's a business problem for you. Name me a product that increases as it ages and gets used.
Appreciating assets. It's lots of products
no.
that appreciate
Name me a product. Give me an example of a product.
Okay, let's name what people relate to. In the retail, Rolex. It appreciates in value.
No, it doesn't. It does not appreciate in value with use.
Okay, not with use. Okay,
that's what I said.
I hear what you're saying with use. There's not.
Exactly.
Not in the terms you talking about.
So what you ladies try to do is try to come and say, well, as I've gotten older and more experience, I should be more valuable because I got more experience. Yeah, but the job you were on or the things you're doing got the benefit of your experience. I'm just getting you at the top of your experience. That means you want me to pay prime experience and I didn't get the value of you getting there. You're asking too much. Listen.
I'm sorry to be interject so quickly, my bad.
Older use. Just because, see, the thing is, you value yourself higher because you're matured and learned more and got all these other experiences. But the thing is, that doesn't matter to us. When we
Okay.
look at, listen how men think about it. Hold on, it's gonna get tight. That's just additional miles. We're looking at the fact that the gravity has been on you more, and your kid is sitting over there. You cannot, y'all are all out of whack with how men think. And this is why you can't get what you want from us, because you're valuing something up here that is a used vehicle with a lot of miles, just
Okay.
because you hand washed it.
Okay.
I said this last night on my show.
Do you believe that, because this is where I'm at. At 20, the way that I dated men is now different than the way that I date men at 38.
Okay.
And the expectation that I have, like while I'm interacting with them, even on like the surface level, when you do the first lunch meeting and all of that,
Uh-huh.
my expectation level is different now from that experience. Not
Okay.
that I expect him to pull out all the nuts and bolts and whistles, but
Uh-huh.
my expectation
Right.
level of
That's the problem.
transparency.
And that's the problem.
I said I'm not expecting that. I'm expecting a different level of transparency because of the way that I enter into the scenario.
All right. But the thing is, at 20, you were 20-year-old hot. You had 20-year-old womb. You had 20-year-old body count. You had 20-year-old trauma. You had 20-year-old experience. That's what we value. That's all it comes down to for us.
Hey, everybody, it's Tony Robbins. Listen, no matter how smart you are, even if you're the best.
What do you guys think about that? Is it getting home to her or is it not? Is it hitting home yet, or is she still in the dream world? I think it's getting home.
But don't you feel
What?
like with those
Everything,
experiences, a
you
person
see,
can
stop.
add value to your
No.
lifetime?
Look,
If we plan on
men,
being life
listen.
partners,
Okay, you want me to answer?
yes, yes.
Men value your youth, your fertility, your purity, your femininity, submission, ability to cooperate, and fitness.
Do you get that? If I look at a fresh fruit and I pick a peach off the Georgia peach vine, the tree, peach tree, and it's so fresh, it's so delectable, it's soft, it's firm, it's new, it's plump, it's full of life that hasn't been lived yet. It has all this vitality, is fertility inside of it. That's what I'm trying to encapsulate. I'm just trying to grab. You guys trying to do it at 40 years old, go back in what you had at 20 and trying to say you the same as you was 20-year old. You're lying to yourself. You've been deceived by the great deceiver. You're not the same at 40 when you was at 20. You're not the same. But you want to be treated. You want the same aspirations, virtues, the same desire that 22-year-old getting from men. From a 40-year-old man that's looking at her 22-year and he's ready, from that 35 to 40-year-old man or 35 to 45-year-old man that's looking at that 25-year-old. You understand? 22 to 25-year-old. Well, 21 to 20 to 25-year-old. We talking about that 30 to 45-year-old man. That's 15 years. He's looking at that 20 to 25-year-old and he's trying to have children with her. He want all that. She gonna be submissive. She don't know that much. She haven't lived that much of life. She ain't got that many experience. He can help her. He could teach her. He can support her. She gonna grow regardless. Everybody gonna grow, but she's not there yet. She can have a family, and maybe let's say in 20 years, let's say she want to leave him in 20 years. She's now where you're at 40, but she didn't have a well life. She got kids that's grown now almost. She done lived a life. And she had a connection with a high value man that's gonna be with her for the rest of life, that's connected to our DNA legacy. You gotta see it. You guys don't offer that space. You gave all that up, and now you wanted that 38 to 40 some year old, 45-year-old. You want that. Let's say 35 to 45-year-old woman. That's what you're looking for, and it's too late. It's too late. It's honestly too late because you're gonna fight to the end. Let's continue.
And all of that is
Look at the
at your highest in your youth. The older you get, the older you get.
Right.
But nothing, no product gets more expensive with time and use. You just sit back and say, well, I'm more valuable now because I'm not the same 20-year-old. I am this, I am that. Fine. But have you ever been to the pawn shop?
Yes.
All right. You ever take something you really value to the pawn shop?
I have.
And did they hurt your feelings when they told you how much it was worth?
Yes. I was like, what? Yes.
That's you. We the pawn shop.
Come on, Kevin.
That's what I'm, baby girl. I've been there. And you take something you really value to the pawn shop. This is a watch that tells time in France, Moscow, and Stade. In Fifth Ward, it's worth $50. And here's the thing. Let me ask you a question.
Okay.
Did you take the money the pawn shop offered, or did you leave with your product?
I left with my jewelry.
Well, guess what? Buy a dog, die alone. There's a funeral plot out there waiting for you.
I don't think I'm gonna die alone.
But you get the ultimate point.
But
your standards are up here, and you're like most women. Go to my show last night, and there were 20 calls, and then the show before that with the single mothers, another 15 calls.
Yeah,
35 women all arguing with reality. And like
but
six
I
of y'all
feel like I'm in touch with my reality. I just feel like
hold on. Yes, you're in touch with your reality. You are in touch with your reality. Unfortunately, that's you.
Huh?
That's why I say, guys, women honestly believe this stuff. I get it. You're in touch with your reality, but it's your reality. Our reality is, I'm a high value man. I can pick you, her. I'm going to pick the best deal on the market.
I know, and that's what I've been experiencing. But mainly what I have understood is that if I bring peace to the scenario, that's also wonderful. Like I have.
She's not. I'm in this video soon. Can we get one more minute of this because I want to end on a good note. You hear? She want to piecemeal it. I bring peace. Every woman say they bring peace. The reality is that's not the truth. You might feel you bring peace, but do a man consider what you bring to peace? Like you said, your reality is not a man's reality, and your reality and a man's reality is not society's reality. Reality of society is men want what men always wanted since time immemorial. Men want to have a woman, a fertile, fit, friendly, submissive, quiet, loving, supportive, feminine woman. Fertile, I said fertile already. That's what he wants. And if you are to pass this space, you get what your reward of time and existence has offered you, unless you can go back and reconstruct yourself and get in that space. But I think it's very hard for a modern woman of these days to do. But let's listen to one more minute and get on with this.
Things to bring.
No doubt. But here's the thing. All the things you have to bring, peace. And those other things. What about when you bring it and another woman brings it and she's 26 years old and wants to have 3 of my children and no kids?
Okay. Well, let me ask you this one more thing.
Listen. But see, the thing is, you guys never think that someone's bringing to the table what you have and more, you always assume you're the most valuable.
No, I do, because it's Houston, Texas. It's a lot of, I know what's out here, okay? But I'm saying to you this, if I consider, which I have, considered that I like dating seasoned men, okay? And I understand in that scenario, what's your
Seasoned men
thoughts
meaning
there?
what?
Because I'm not having that. I'm not
Seasoned
having
men meaning what?
child conversation.
Seasoned men meaning what?
50 plus.
And what does that mean? I'm 52, and I'll tell you right now, I don't date women your age.
Oh, baby, but they liking it though. And I'm just saying it's cool though.
Listen what I'm about to say.
Okay.
I don't date women your age, not because I can't. It's just I don't want to have to, I don't need to do all, I don't, women your age tend to, this is a fun back and forth for content, but I'm not going to do this in my personal life. I'm dealing with women who are younger, who are happy to be there. They're cooperative and all sorts of things. And then they listen to women your age and they're like, they know who my competition is. And they're like, oh, I can beat her because all I have to do is not try to be as demanding. And the thing is, I mean, no offense, man, it's not like, I've never met a black woman who didn't think her JJ was the bomb. Y'all all think y'all are the ish. And I'm going to tell you, no. And trust me, I've had plenty.
I believe you. You said you was a.
And the thing is, so it's like if a woman I'm dealing with is, you know, a bona fide LA9, and she's on my program, and she's like, I can beat her because.
In this game, your heroes will die. A lot. With every.
See, this was happening, guys. This is what he's trying to show her, let her know it ain't all about the sex game. And that's what the women think, that they all rely on that.
And I'm not as demanding in the asking all. I take her to Ruth Chris. Yeah. She appreciates it. I take her to Aruba. She appreciates it. You just expect it. You're like, oh yeah. Listen, not you. Okay. Let's go down. Let's go to Bahamas. Oh yeah, I love the Bahamas. We should go. There's a store. Wait a minute. Everything I've done with you, already been. Oh, let's have a baby. Oh, I've been there too. Ain't nothing new with you. Ain't nothing new with you. Buy a car. I already did that. You own your own home?
I have. I'm about to own another one though.
Home purchase, nothing new. Have a baby ain't nothing new. What can a man really do with you that's new that somebody else ain't already done?
We can get married. We can become accredited investors. We can travel to other parts of the world that I haven't traveled. We can create new memories just within H-Town, domestically. What else?
So listen what you just said. After I marry you, then we can go places that you have not already went, but you've been to these places. So what if the places that you've already been, I want to go?
Oh, no problem. Because
listen. See, to be a high value man, I had to work 60, 80 hours. So I couldn't get out there and travel. So now it's ready to go. And ready to go. It's like, all right, we married. Let's go over here. And I'm going to know you already went there. We can try to make it new, man, but you know what it is. Once you've already been someplace, there's nothing new. There's no new magic with older women. And you keep talking about this accredited investor and this and that. We don't care about your money.
No, it's not about my money. It's about ours.
Listen. You may do well, but guys on my level, baby girl, that's what, a month income? I mean, really? It's not that big to us. And guys like that. It's like, no cap, but it's like,
no,
you can become accredited investors, and it's like, this bag costs more than this. I bought this girl a bag that would cost more than your car. The point is, you don't understand that men want to feel like a king. And it's hard to make a man feel like a king when you've had so much experience with other men in life. You got a full 9-year-old. We're gonna go out of, okay, okay, you know what? You dating me. All right, you know what? I want to go work because my wife will never have to work. Never have to work. You know what? I want to make content from Spain. All I need is an internet connection. I'll ship my system. Okay, we're going to go to Spain, Barcelona, and we're going to actually live in Barcelona for 3 months. Oh, we can't do that because your daughter has to be in school.
Not true. Virtual learning, and we can bring the nanny with us. And
Nanny.
The private tutor is virtual as well.
And I got to pay for a nanny. And and here's the thing. I don't have my wife in Barcelona having butt naked freaky circus sex, doing all the things I want to do as a young married, as a married couple. We're already a ready-made family doing that kind of stuff.
That's why you have a nanny. Yes.
No, a nanny
is all of that.
Oh Jesus, she's not listening. See, this is why I say you ladies don't get it. Look, ma'am, I've been on both sides. I've been on both sides, and I will tell you right now. That's why I said women who are pet owners and being you are a parent, and dating a parent is just there's no the spontaneity. You can't just be spontaneous.
That's
like
true.
You can't be with.
That's true. I have to schedule all my.
And the thing is, the kind of men you want, they value those kind of things.
True.
I mean, you think I'll be like, okay, we're gonna go to Barcelona, and I gotta hire a nanny, something so forth. All that is more expensive.
It is.
And then also I got to we got to talk to your ex, your baby daddy. We need to get him to sign off on that because you can't take the child out of the continuous 5. We got to do all that because you just can't take these kids.
Mm-hmm.
And if he say no, then we got to do what?
That is if that person has that type of barrier. I understand that would be an issue.
Right. And what if the kids say, I don't want to go?
Oh, baby gonna roll with mama.
Right. So baby gonna roll with mama. So I don't want to be gone. So if the BD say I don't want to go, he has legal rights. He has legal rights. And if you guys have any kind of custody agreement, you can't take the child out of the contiguous counties without giving a notice.
I would never violate anything like that.
So if he says no, you can't take the child. You just simply cannot do what you want to.
Absolutely.
So, and even if he says okay, and if she says she don't want to go, okay, well, she gonna roll with mama. So that means the entire time in Barcelona, I got a wife and I got a 9-year-old with an attitude.
I want you to create a different scenario.
All right. Well, we've had, okay. I've already. All right. This
is it. See. All right, everyone. I'm gonna cut this off. This is the ending of this. This is what I'm saying. People don't make sense when they're looking at real life, and certain women want what they want. Period, and that's okay. But this is the end of this video. I'm not gonna spend that much time on it. What do you think? See, Kevin, this is what modern women look at. The average women look at you're below average as far as the man you're looking for. If you're with 40, if you're 35 and over and you got kids and you ain't married, you're what they call in the other world, you're looked upon as high value men, leftover women. The average man is looking at you the same way, believe it or not. Although you think you got because you can make more money, then he's supposed to be looking at you like you better in a position than he is. No, you're just making more money. Every man real men don't care about what you're making. They can make their own self, make their own money. So he's not gonna look at the same. He's still gonna look for fit, friendly, submissive woman. It has the same value. So you're not winning. This is a good opportunity so you can see. He hit on many points. She revealed a lot to you, and she's a high-end earner as a woman. And so she sees a lot of points he's making, and she had a lot of things that was hidden and unknown to her that was revealed to her through this dialogue between Kevin Samuel and her, this Houston lady. So it was a lot of information given in this video. I wish you the best. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you got something out of this video. I'm gonna cut this off and put it up on YouTube, some reaction video. Let me know what you think. God bless you. Have a wonderful day.